All right, so we're going to talk about probability of simple events, and probability is measured in a scale of 0% to 100%, so it'll never happen 0% right here, or it will always happen 100% right here. An example of 0% would be if I have this bag of marbles, right? And there are 3 green and 2 blue. I would have a probability of pulling out a red one. Well, there's no red ones in there, so that would be 0%. Now, if I wanted to know the probability of pulling out a green one out of this one, probability of pulling out a green one, well, they're all green in this case, so it would be 100%. All right. Now, let's just say I have this, where I've got 6 marbles, and I want to know the probability of pulling out a green. Well, what you do there is you are going to set it up. That P stands for probability, and then they always have in little parentheses like that. That's the event I want. So the probability of pulling out a green is, well, what do I want? I want a green. How many green are in the bag? 3. How many are in the bag totally? 6. All right, so that would be the fraction of 1/2, which equates out to 50%. In that case, you would have equally likely. And you can tell right there, there's half of them are green, half of them are blue. But that is the working process to get to that 1/2. In this case, you can just visualize it, but in other cases, you would actually have to calculate it. So that's how it would work. I wanted green. Well, I think I wanted green. Out of the total 6, and that was what I got. Now let's change one of the blue marbles to green again. All right, so now we're going to look at it and see how that changes. All right, so the probability of pulling a green now out is 4 out of the 6. So now we're going to reduce that to thirds, and that's going to be 66%. So looking at my scale here, my little number line, 66% is right about here. So is it unlikely or never? Never, unlikely, equally likely, likely, or always? Well, it's right in between. So it's skewing towards likely. All right, now the last part I want to talk to you about with this is the concept of complementary events. All right, so let me move my bag of marbles. All right, and I'm going to move this off so you could see what a complementary event is. I want to leave these words up here so I don't have a lot of space. But complementary events is what doesn't happen. So in my example over here, with my little bag of marbles, I had 4 green and 2 blue in my bag. If I had the probability of green was 4 out of the 6, 2 over 3, or 66%, the complementary event would be what wasn't green, and that's going to look like this. so not green. Well, I'm counting, in this case, I'm counting up the blue ones. 2 out of 6, 1/3, and you're going to get 33%. Now, a simple event and its complementary event should equal 100%. You can see that this and this equal 99%. That's because my original fractions had those repeating bars over them. So this is going to work. Just know that you're going to get a complete whole. If you look at the, so 2/3 and 1/3, you're going to get 3/3, which is 1.